How's it going, guys? My name is Davi and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we're gonna take some dents out of the Ford Ranger's roof, and I've got a little bit of a surprise. I bought a little tool to help us do that. So let's have a look. Today I'm gonna try out a little tool that I bought off Takealot a bit ago. And this is the tool I'm talking about. It's supposed to be a dent puller. You get some plastic tabs with it, which basically hooks in here. You attach the tab with glue onto your panel, hook that thing in here and start pulling it out. So let's see if this thing works. Now it might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but we do have slight dents over here and all over the roof. There's actually one big dent that will be knocking out right there in the middle, right there, which will be knocking out from inside. But for these slight dents, let's see how this thing works and if it will do any good. Okay, so let's give this thing a go. Basically, you want to start off by finding the lowest spot in this dent. Then you get a tab like this, which we will place right in the center of that. Okay, the kit comes with these little glue sticks. They don't fit in the bigger glue guns, so I had to go and buy this little teeny weeny thing. So start by getting your glue onto this little tab. That's it, it wants to start. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then we place this little tab right in the center there. Push down on it and let it go. Now we need that glue to set so we can move on to the next step. Okay, once the glue is set, you take this McGafter. You'll see it's got nice wide feet to spread the load of the pull that you're gonna make. Slot that thing in there, tighten it up so it sits nice and tight in the little chamber that it grabs onto. There we go. Okay, now don't just go and pull this thing because it's just gonna snap loose. We now slowly start to pull on this dent. You'll see the metal moving slowly around it. Try and get it from all the angles. Put some pressure on it, but work that thing out slowly. So let's see. Okay, I can definitely see a little bit of a difference there. Okay. Now the thing is with this stuff, you'll have to do multiple pulls because you're not going to get this dent out with one straight pull. Now to get this tab off is going to be another exercise because the stuff sticks. So there we go. Now let's see what we've got here. Ooh, this thing is oozing all over the place. Now, from the instructions that comes with this thing, this glue residue apparently releases with a bit of rubbing alcohol. I've tried it. No, it doesn't. It's easier to take off, but it doesn't just release like in the ads. you must know, every time you see these ads of these things, they do things and it just works. It does. So let's try and get that glue off. Right, so yeah, I've got our rubbing alcohol. Let's put a bit in there. Put the releasing agent on the glue and let's start pulling the stuff off. See what I'm saying? Okay. Now this is one of those cases where I usually start using very strong Afrikaans words again, but I will get it done. Oh, this thing is worse than an ex-wife. Jeez, I'm starting to wonder if this is really worth it, man. Holy crap. This stuff sticks like crap to a wool blanket. Sheesh, by the time I get this thing loose, there's gonna be a new dent in there. This is not even funny. The dent looks better though. Maybe I shouldn't use as much glue. Maybe that's the problem. Now don't worry about me scratching the paint. It's gonna get redone. Okay, so that dent definitely looks better. Okay. Now there's still a small dent left. So let's get one of these smaller tabs to get into that little piece that's still left there. And we can give that thing a pull. Oh my greatness. Right there. Right there-ish. Amen. I hate glue guns. They make such a mess. Now I've got a nice fat blob that I need to get off here. Okay, let's see how this thing does. Well, that's not funny. Yeah. Did something. Okay, well, at least that dent's a bit less of a dent. Here's another nice fat one. So let's get some glue on there and give it a pull. So, is this tool worth it? Definitely yes. No. No, it's not. Mm-mm. It makes a mess and it doesn't work so lekker. So let's get this thing unplugged because it's making a mess all over the thing here. Ooh, that came off nice. Ow! When they say it's hot glue, guys, believe them. That's hot glue. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this thing. It's actually quite sturdy, good quality, and not bad at all. It comes with these little tabs that you would stick to the vehicle. That then hooks in here and you can start pulling up the dent like this. Now, to be fair, I actually think this thing can work very well. The only problem I've got with it is the hot glue that you need to use with this thing. Now, I've seen some videos where professional paintless dent remover guys uses a different type of glue on these, and that seems to work very well. So, to be fair, I think this tool has its place. I think it can do and can work well. It's just with this current glue that we've got, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is remove the headliner and then see if we can get to some of those dents from the inside, push them out nicely and get it nice and smooth. Okay, so to remove this headliner, we'll start with removing these sunshades. For this job, you should of course always use the worst screwdriver that you've got, just to make things interesting. Here we go. Okay, so now with the headliner out, it should give us access to dents that we can push out here from the bottom. Now, with the way the paint is in here, it's not very easy to see them, but we'll find them. I suppose that one big dent that we've got is behind this piece of foam somewhere, so we'll carefully take it off, and there we go. There's that fat dent. So we'll work on getting those out, and yeah, then at least we can just smooth that off with body filler, and not like these guys did with the tailgate, pulled the whole new panel off body filler, just using it to smooth out the dent. Like you can see, my dad is using a dolly directly on the spot that I'm hitting from the inside. A dolly is used when hammering sheet metal to provide support and shape the metal while preventing distortion. It acts as a solid backing, absorbing the force of the hammer blows and helping to smooth out dents, refine contours, or shrink stretched metal. Different dolly shapes allow for precise control over the repair process, ensuring a cleaner and more professional finish. Over here, I'm just using the dolly to press out the bigger, shallower dents from the inside, working the metal little by little with that dolly just to push it up a little bit. Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. We've managed to get most of the dents out of the roof, and I think it's gonna work well. In the next episode, we'll start doing the bodywork and get the bakkie ready, well, at least a cab, for some primer and paint. See you guys next week. Cheers.